Oh, woo.
I know we can't take her nowhere. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another edition of My Morning Coffee, where the conversation is always hot, bold, and full of flavor. And you just got through watching hot, bold Gia do her dance in the camera. God, it's always something with you. So, listen, we're going to get really quickly into our weekend because I already know what's in her cup. And I definitely knew what was in her cup this weekend, y'all. Let me tell you, Miss Gia, she knows how to party. Every time we go somewhere together, I start learning a little bit more about this 30-year law enforcement professional and how she can get all the way out of her comfort zone. So you let the people know what was and what is in your cup today.
Oh my goodness. Good morning, y'all. I'm blaming all this on Tonya. Tonya, she be getting on me, so I'll be trying to come on here and be. But that's my little song, our little intro. I love that little groove and stuff. But look, my knees hurt now. I was up here trying to dance and stuff. Now my knees is hurting. Oh yeah. Um, what's in my cup this morning? I have coffee in my cup this morning, but over the weekend I had some bomb mimosas, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, I got coffee this morning only because it's in the morning and we're having my morning coffee, so I figured I'd have some coffee. So yeah, that's what's in my cup. So what have I been up to? Oh my God, you guys! This weekend I had a really good weekend. I didn't vent this weekend. I did something. I guess what you would say for me. No, actually, it was for Tonya. Uh, she invited me out to this event, which I didn't know was happening in my city. Well, really not my city, but my city. When I say my city, I mean like Los Angeles or whatever. But it was actually in her city, and it was the 29th annual holiday home tour. So she invited me to this, and at first I was like, "Oh yeah, cool, I'll go." I didn't really know what to expect and stuff. So I was like, "Yeah, Tanya's always has me out doing something." So, but whenever she calls and asks me to do something, I'm with it. I'm with it because that's what I do. Because that's what we're about. We're about empowering each other. Sisters empowering each other. Hence, I'm gonna plug the cup again today. See, so we did some empowering this weekend. I was empowered by the ladies that were on this holiday home tour with us. Had a really good time. It was in Redown. We went to it was some homes. It was only 3 homes on the tour this year. From my understanding, normally it's more homes, but we went and saw 3 of these homes that were in the Redondo Beach and Manhattan Beach area. And when I tell you guys, these homes were amazing, you guys, oh my God, they were amazing. And little did I know that this was happening really under my nose because Redondo Beach is not that far from where I live. And I grew up here in Los Angeles, and I'm familiar with the Redondo Beach, Manhattan Beach area, but really I only went there for either to meet Tonya for drinks and food, hang out at her house, or I would go to the we had a mall called South Bay Galleria, but that was really my extent, and every now and then I would go to the pier. But other than that, I didn't really pay much attention to the residential areas of Redondo Beach, probably because sister can't afford it, so I didn't pay much attention to it. But the homes were nice. The ladies, they rented a fancy bus, a fancy one of those party buses. It was really fancy. It didn't have a pole in it, you guys. So don't start asking, was there a pole on the bus? Because no, there was no pole. But from what I hear, on previous trips, they have had a bus that had a pole. So we ain't gonna get into that right now. Tonya might talk about that a little bit later. So yeah, but the tour was really it was amazing, and the people, I met some amazing women from the South Bay area, the Redondo Beach, Manhattan Beach area. They all welcomed me on the bus, and we had a good time. And it was variety of women, all ages. And I tell you, look, older women, y'all don't discount us because we know how to party, we know how to get down and stuff. We had libations on the little party bus, and we had food, girl. And look, they fed us good too. We had all kind of pastries, and then we had sandwiches, and then we had more mimosas, and then we had more mimosas, and then we just had a little bubbly, and we had some water along the way too.
And that's why she has coffee in her cup
Exactly,
today.
exactly,
Okay, that's why she
exactly.
has coffee.
But Talia will probably chime in on this too. The homes, one house we went into, they call it a smart home, smart house, whatever. Everything in the house was, I guess, automated and smart and stuff, and it was amazing. And some of the designs in there, the stuff. I watch a lot of HGTV, and I'm into the home decorating and decor and interior designing and stuff like that. And to see these houses, they were so, I was like, oh my God, they were all beautiful. From the shower, they had a steam shower that automatically, if I guess if it got too steamy, they had some kind of maneuver lever that automatically opened up to let the steam out the shower. Just all kind of fancy shit, girl, fancy. And I was like, woo, how can I be down? How can I be down? And then one house, the kids had their own little hangout room. Was really nice. Had a big ass TV, nice couches, really, really nice. But all the homes, they were all to me very modern as far as the decor and stuff. And they had the Christmas decorations, was really nice. Made me come home and say, I got to step my game up and get my Christmas stuff going, because these the tablescapes were really beautiful. I just wanted to stay. I said, if I lived here, I would probably never go to work, and I probably wouldn't be living there then, huh? But it was just being in the homes made you feel so relaxed, and it was just so comforting. And I was just like, wow, it was nice. But yeah, Tonya, what's your take on it?
So first, I want to thank Michelle Brown and Jennifer Goldstein, who has had me out every year. They are amazing business women in South Bay. Listen, they're real estate professionals, but they are business women. And the way that they run their business and show appreciation to their clients is above and beyond what most people do on a regular basis. Client care is essential, and I don't think a lot of people take that into consideration when they are looking at retaining clients and even gaining new ones. And as a PR professional, I tell people all the time, there's one thing about you telling people how amazing you are, but when other people can tell people how amazing you are, that is the essence of public relations.
Yes.
How the public views you and how they talk about you, and their level of authenticity and how they take care of their clients, potential clients, people that refer them, friends of the community. They are community leaders. And I do want to thank them for not only welcoming me, but then allowing me to bring other people in on this experience. So I took Tina last year. She had a great time. This year I was like, I thought it was important to bring Gia because Tina's from the Bay. Gia's from Southern California. And I think even people here in LA don't recognize some of the hidden jewels in their own community. Mm-hmm. Literally 10 minutes away from somewhere she's at on a regular basis. Didn't recognize that there's a whole subculture in the South Bay of real estate professionals, homeowners, just recreational culture that goes underexposed to the Southern California community. So I'm glad that she enjoyed it. But more than anything, I appreciate the ladies that brought us on this tour and allowed for us to be a part of their community, because all it does is enhance how we live and then how we think. One of the things I get from this tour is ideas on what you want your life to be, right? How you want to live, what are your end goals? And it allows for you to see things that you wouldn't necessarily have seen before, or just envision something that wasn't necessarily on your purview. And that then gives you more ideas on what you want to do next, maybe with your own career. So we're going to have a designer on. Hopefully she gets on in a sec, but Gia's a designer. And I remember we were looking over one of the backyards, and she was just like, just the way that they had the backyard set up, she was like, oh, me and Jeff have been thinking about doing something like this. That gives her more ideas and more dimensions to what it was she was going to do before. So allowing for yourself just to be exposed to things that you're not usually exposed to, getting out of your comfort zone, being around people you may not have otherwise, just really enhances your own life. So I'm really thankful for Michelle and Jennifer for having us. I'm thankful for Gia for trusting me to not lead her down a dark path of nothingness, because it was so amazing. And then Mickey Marfino was there, and she was dressed as an elf, but shout out to Mickey. She's always trying to make every occasion happier and lighter and just more invigorating. So it was dope to have her doing her thing. She made sure we got the pictures, but she really kept the mood light and she kept Gia's cup full. So
oh yes, yes. I just want to say again, Michelle, and Michelle is like the bomb. But let me tell you guys, it's funny. Tonya was telling me, Tonya will always tell you who people are, when she's out and about. So she was like, oh yeah, Michelle, I refer everybody to Michelle, if they're looking for a house or looking to rent, in this area and stuff like that. So she happens to mention that to Michelle. Oh yeah, Michelle, I told Gia, I'm trying to get her to, when she retires, and move here, and I told her I knew my go-to person and stuff. So the next thing I know, Michelle goes, oh yeah, and you're gonna get your real estate license. And I'm like, we're talking about moving, and so after that, every time we would say something, she was like, oh yeah, when Gia gets a real estate license, and I was just like, but this is how these women, they were so much fun, and they just welcomed you, it's just like, wow. But like Tonya was saying, sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone and get out and meet people, meet other people, because you never know. I try to take, when I do get out, because I don't get out much, when I do, I try to take something from every encounter with people, and then put myself out there. And we just happened to be having conversations, and one of the ladies, I don't remember her name, Tonya, we were talking about the guy who was selling bracelets on the beach or something years ago, and how he kind of blew up and stuff like that. And I had just said, so she was talking about the guy's name. So I said, well, I want you to remember this name. I want you to remember the mahogany box. I said, because that story you just told, I said, that's going to be the story of my story, And she goes, yeah, really? What are you talking about? So then we started talking and everything. And then she was like, oh my God. So then she says, oh no, Michelle, she's not going to start real estate. I'm going to be her marketer, and she's going to be my assistant. And, and we're going to market her. We're going to market her jewelry. And I thought that was just so cute.
Wait, but did you see how competitive Michelle is
yes.
about what she envisions for her own business?
Yeah.
She gave her the evil eye, like, listen, okay, I already got plans for this woman,
right,
and how she's going to enhance my business.
Right.
But look, the thing about that whole situation was, for me, so dynamic to watch how other women empower other women, right?
Yes.
It's something that we talk about, but we were actually in the midst of the kind of energy that makes that happen. Her and Michelle had been working together, she said, for 17 years.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay, 17 years. Women that have not only a personal relationship, but a business relationship for over 17 years. Listen, we can do that on a regular basis.
Yes.
And if you look at a lot of the things that I write or people I give kudos to in my progress as a professional, Michelle's one of those people, because, and I know some people have a hard time hearing this, but it's not the color that matters to her. It's the work ethic and the ability to deliver, and this thing called integrity. If you pay attention to how she does business and how she treats other people, it's the integrity for me. And it's the integrity for her. And when you start looking at women that empower other women, at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. It's not what you look like. It's
yes.
not where you from, where you live. It is about integrity and how we deal with each other as women and as professionals that do it for them, that keep that connection, that help them grow business together,
yes.
not you grow or I grow and you don't. There's
right.
no crabs in the barrel. It's we grow together. A woman that you just met now wants to partner with you to help you grow your brand. And
exactly.
And people think that can't be a thing. So just remember that. We're going to bring on our guest really quick, Miss Crystal Harris. She is a designer, since we're talking about amazing designs in Atlanta. Uh-oh, she just popped off. But I'm going to go ahead and let you know she has a line. Her line has been seen on Real Housewives in Atlanta, and she has some incredible stuff, and she has some cool stuff coming up this year. I think 2020 looks like COVID kind of put some things on hold for her, but as soon as she gets on here, we're going to bring her on. But Gia, I think a lot of people don't recognize that your stuff has been seen on the red carpet too. I want to get into that. Miss Crystal, are you there? Can you come through for us real quick?
I think I see her. Oh, I don't see her anymore.
Uh-oh.
She went black. She faded to black.
Faded to black. Who had that album? Jay-Z?
Girl, I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh. Maybe she has a bad
Hopefully
connection.
we can get her back on, but let me talk to the people about your stuff. It has been seen on the red carpet, and I don't think a lot of people even know that and how that happened for you.
Oh my God. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think back, Tonya, because it's been so many years.
Girl, this was like last year or 2 years ago.
Red carpet. Who had it on? Tell me
New York,
who.
LA Fashion Week.
Oh, the fashion. Well, I happened to, that was another sisters empowering each other type of kind of event. I happened to meet a designer, a swimsuit designer, and we started collaborating on some swimsuits that this year we collaborated on some swimsuits, but before that she was doing some fashion shows, and she liked my jewelry, and she wanted to have my jewelry featured with her along with her swimsuits in LA Fashion Week, which we did, and was amazing. That was my my fringe line. I did a lot of fringe. I did some fringe anklets, fringe necklaces, and then some of my stone work. I deal with a lot of. I'm a beaded designer. I like beads. I do a lot of beaded jewelry. And I did some, and I worked with semi-precious stones, and one of my favorite stones is agate stone. So I did a lot of nice, really big agate necklaces, chokers, and things like that. So those were featured in LA Fashion Week along with the models and stuff. So I did that, and also my work early on. I had another chance encounter. I met a nice woman. We're still friends to this day, Miss Jackie Burke. She used to work for Entertainment, News. And she saw my stuff, and she loved it, and she was like, "Oh, have you ever thought about getting your stuff, on TV or in places like that?" And I was like, "Well, no, it would be nice and stuff." So she turned me on to Miss Alicia Coles, who was the host of News, and Alicia has worn a lot of my stuff on TV, and so it was really good to get a shout out, and my name was on the credits and stuff as far as her wardrobe and stuff like that. So Alicia Coles has worn my stuff. And then of course, Cheryl Underwood, who was our soror and also our past international grand ambassadors of Zeta Phi Beta sorority, she's also worn my stuff on The Talk. So I've been on TV. I've even been in print work. I worked with Gabrielle Lewis, who was a stylist and now is a fashion designer early on in her styling career. I worked with her. A lot of my jewelry went on people that she styled. What's her name? The Kendra. She used to be a Playboy bunny. She's worn some of my stuff in some magazine shoots, and a few other young actors and actresses have worn my stuff. So I've been in print, and I've been on the screen. So for people who don't know, I'm not new to this. I've been doing this for a while, and like Tonya said, I don't really talk about all the things I do or how great I am. That's just not something I do. But along with being a lieutenant for LA County Sheriff's Department, I'm also a creative and artist. My true love, I believe, is the art. So when I'm not fighting crime, I'm creating fabulous stuff. I enjoy painting, so I do a lot of painting too on some of my stuff. I have some painted apparel and things like that. So yeah, so I've been doing my little thing, y'all.
So here's the question that I have for you.
Okay.
And we were talking about this in my PR group, but I want to discuss this with you because we do talk often about women empowering each other. We toot each other's horn, but we have a hard time tooting our own, right?
Right.
Part of that I have come to discover is because there's a lot of pressure with success, right? There's a lot of pressure. Once you expose yourself and show your capabilities and people are starting to celebrate you, then there's that moment where you realize, okay, I have to continue. I have to continue to level up. I have to continue to be progressive. I have to do better than I did last time, whatever that might be. And for some people, I think the thought of people recognizing their talents can be a little scary. So I just wanted to ask you your thoughts about that. And have you yourself ever felt that way? Like, well, I'm not worthy, or once I get acknowledged, now what the fuck do I do with it? Like, oh my God.
Okay, well, I have had all of those thoughts, Tonya, and I was funny. I was talking to somebody, my sister-in-law yesterday, And I told her, because she was talking about, she's getting ready to turn 40 and doing different things. And I told her, no matter what you do, you're always going to have self-doubts. And I just told her, I said, for me, just the other night, I was having self-doubts about the stuff that I do and things like that. I said, so don't, that happens. No matter how successful you think a person is, people do have self-doubt, and it's always the fear of the unknown. With me, as far as the questions you pose, I think with me is yeah, I fear all those things, but it's more a personality thing. I know it's probably hard for y'all to believe, but I'm not a real like people person to get out there and be talking a whole lot. I'm more of a behind the scenes type person. So that's part that I struggle with. I struggle, like you say, tooting my own horn, telling people how great I am. I just do work. I just create and put it out there, and hopefully people love what I do and support what I do. But I'm also a person that, even though I am a creative and I make things, I got told somebody one day I could probably make any and everything. I said I still support other people who do the things that I do, because I just like nice and things that people create. So I'm not one of those creators that, I make jewelry, I'm never going to buy jewelry from somebody else, or I design hair wraps, I'm never going to buy a hair wrap from someone else, or I design clothes, I'm never going to buy someone else's clothes. That's not what I do. If you're creative and you making things that are nice, I support that. But for me, I think it's just my personality. I feel that my personality is not that get out and see me, feel me. Hey, y'all, that's me, that kind of stuff. That's just not me. And I'm trying to work on that but I don't know. I think that's just my upbringing. And I say I'm an introvert with extrovert tendencies. Y'all seem to say that I'm not an introvert, but people that are around me, but I am. And I think it's when you're kind of like that, it is kind of hard to recognize or see that, I'm great, or people think I'm great. It is kind of hard to digest and own it and walk in it. So I'm a work in progress, and I'm trying to, I'm authentic. This is me. I'm real. I don't come with nothing else. Some days I'm feeling good, and some days I'm like, I ain't got time for y'all. And, don't take it personal. It's just, hey, but yeah. So yeah, I do fear those things, Tonya, and I'm working on them. That's all I can say. I'm working on them.
So when you are dealing with them, though, I'm assuming, because I do too, that it has to be your tribe and the people that surround you that continue to support you, whether it be monetarily or emotionally, that kind of gets you through those moments of doubt. Like, when you're feeling that doubt, that I'm not sure, even when I pull your coat chain sometimes about things like, hey, let's just do that. And you're like, I'm not that person. No, you are. Like, you are. What exactly helps you get past that, though, when you are in those moments of doubt? Is there anything in particular? Is there a trigger that kind of helps that? Or
no, I just have a lot of self-talk. I talk to myself in my head.
You're crazy.
Yeah, and then I'll say, or like you said, talking to your tribe. I might talk to somebody else. Somebody might call me or talk to me about something else that they're struggling with or whatever, and I'm talking to them, you're telling them how they are. Then I always tell them, I say, I'm telling you this, but I'm also talking to myself at the same time. So it helps me when I talk to other people who might be feeling that way. Us getting together, just chatting helps. And then also I just go to my head and I say, I too, I'm good, I'm worthy, my stuff is just as good as the next and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I think it's always important to acknowledge especially when people are the creative people, because that does, even though they might not show it, it does make them feel good, make them say, okay, I'm on the right track. Because that's what you want to hear when you pose. Like when I pitch ideas to you, I'm good at pitching a lot of ideas. And it's like, when you say, oh yeah, that's good, that's good. Oh, that makes me go back and do more and do more. But when I pitch something, somebody doesn't give me that kind of response, then you kind of like, oh, maybe I'm not doing something right, and stuff. And then you have to talk yourself out of that, because you are, everybody just has a different way of showing stuff. So
what is your advice to other women? You give yours and I'll give mine.
Okay.
Or men, because your husband is creative also. And when you notice that they're in that space of low self-esteem or low self-worth, or just not feeling really confident in their own ideas and abilities. And how do you advise other people to help the people around them that are struggling with that. Because I think a lot of people, we talk about this, women supporting women, but again, I've always said, I don't think people necessarily know how. What are the steps to supporting other people around you? Even though you say it like, oh, I got your back. What does that look like? And how do you do it? And how do you suggest other people do it also?
Well, I tell people sometimes you do have to take a break and take a step back, because when you're constantly grinding, trying to do your thing, it does get overwhelming, and trying to do this and do that, and you can't do it all, and you do need a team, and that's what we need to work on. I think with people is building a team and a tribe, people that can help, can assist you, because you're not, even though you might think you're good in everything, you can't do everything. Like, I'm the first one to say I'm not good at everything, and like we was talking the other day, I'm not the techie person, so I stay in my lane. I can figure some stuff out, but no, that's not my forte. So I need somebody on my team that can help out and do that, and is willing to do it. See, it's one thing to say, oh yeah, I got you, like you said, Tonya, but talk is cheap. Action speaks louder than anything else. And I try to live by that way. If I say I'm going to support you, if I say I'm going to do something, I try to do it. I'm always sharing stuff with other people or about other people. Hey, this, hey, that, and stuff. And we need more of that. And it doesn't hurt to do that. I think if people see that more, and don't just say I got you, because what does that mean? I hated that. I hated that even on my job. Oh, do this, oh, you got it. Well, no, I don't got it. Tell me how to do it, and that's the whole thing. People need to be told, and sometimes they need to be told step by step, because we just assume, people know stuff. Like, people might assume I know about TikTok. No, I don't know nothing about TikTok, stuff. I need some step by step instructions, and there's nothing wrong with saying that, but people need to stop, slow down, and take time and show people things. Let's get it back to the yesteryears and stuff, and stop thinking that we gonna wake up tomorrow and know how to do all the stuff that needs to be done to grow whatever we're doing. And then, like I said, I tell people sometimes you have to take a step back. You have to have some rest days. Just shut all that off and just be with yourself for a little while, and then go back at whatever you're doing, because it's a constant struggle to be there. But also too, I just try to tell people, just keep doing it. I'm the type of person, if I'm interested in something, I just go out and do it. I might not know what I'm doing when I start, but at least I try. I didn't know creating the mahogany box and doing the jewelry was gonna be what it is. I just like making stuff, so I started making it and putting it out there. And it didn't happen overnight, and it's still growing. I'm still not where I want it to be, but I just did it. I didn't say, no, I'm not going to do it. Hell, I just do it. That's why I tell people, if you're interested in something, you like something, just do it. I'm always saying do it. I know Jeff, he probably gets mad at me, because I'm like, he's an awesome chef. He's awesome in a whole lot of areas and stuff. And it's like, Jeff, if I enjoy cooking like you enjoy cooking, and people was asking for stuff that I cook, okay, yeah, it's gonna be X amount of dollars, stuff. How back used to go to the hair salon, and they would come in on the weekend with the little basket of cakes and stuff like that, and they were selling cakes, they were selling pies, they were selling dinners and stuff like that. See,
that's COVID. Look, but COVID.
Right? Yeah, but I'm saying, but I think people, stop. We should stop, get out of our own way, and stop thinking about if it doesn't work. Stop thinking that. We need to be more positive and say, it's going to work when it does work. And I think we have a history of always having self-doubt. Oh no, taking it to the negative aspect or something. And we need to be more positive. Oh, and yes, I'm going to sell, 500 bracelets. I'm going to sell, whatever. And just keep being like that, thinking like that. And that does help. But that's my advice to people. Just do it. As what is that Nike? Just do it. Yeah, hey.
So for people like, especially now, and I wanted to have this conversation because the holidays are coming up, because small businesses are, I won't necessarily say they're all struggling, but some of them are, and even if they're not, helping them grow should be our priority, because small businesses is the centerpiece of our economy. So when you do have people that are working their business, they're grinding, they're really trying to make it happen and make a difference in other people's lives, find a way to support them. So for instance, I see Tanae was on here, one of our sorority sisters. She is an interior design business. She does her own thing, and I think she's with a company, but her, I'm not getting a house done right now. But if I know someone that is, I'm going to refer her. If I have the opportunity to slide by her Instagram or Facebook, I'm going to like the post. I'm going to share it with other people that I think it could benefit. There's so many different ways that you can help support small businesses and community organizations right now. Just because it might not be a direct benefit to you does
Right.
not mean that you can't help them. Remember, public relations isn't them telling other people how amazing they are. It's us. It's the public telling other people how amazing they are to grow their brand awareness. So take the time over this holiday season, even if you're not going to spend money with an organization, to find a way to support them, to find a way to bring them into a conversation that maybe they would not have been before, to find a way to introduce business owners to someone that could possibly benefit them later on. You might know someone that's thinking about buying a house in 2 years. Making that introduction gets that relationship started and has the ability to do so much for a business. Holding back really doesn't benefit anybody, including yourself. So show your ability to be useful instead of useless. That's my thoughts. Be useful and not useless. Make introductions. Show people how you can support other people, even if you don't directly benefit from them. So that's just my little take on the holidays, small businesses, and how we can all support small businesses and how women can support each other. Women empowering women, sisters empowering each other.
That's my thing is, let's grow our table and have seats at the table for people, for others.
That's it. That's what it is. One of the reasons one of our viewers always ask myself, am I the weapon formed against myself so I don't prosper? Absolutely. We do that all the time. We must get out of our own way and surround yourself with people that when you are in your way, they will tell you, move, go do this. Stop being resistant to success. I think we find ourselves in a situation where we are resistant to success for fear of failure after the success.
Y'all go out and get y'all
about what that looks like.
Y'all go out and get y'all Tonya.
You might wind up drunk on a Saturday on a bus.
That'd be a good thing. But see, you'll be doing things that you said no to or you never thought about doing. So hey, get y'all Tonya.
I try, but like I said, surround yourself with people that will not allow for you to dim your light. Okay. It matters who you surround yourself with. Some people are like, no, I'm just going to keep all my old friends. No new friends. Listen, if your old friends ain't doing what you need new friends to do, get you some new friends. Okay.
Girl, say that again. Say it again.
New friends. It's important, not just now, but as you continue to grow, matriculate through your business and through life. And if you have kids, they need to see that too. Like, I think it's important, especially for me and Ray, that our children see that the people we surround ourselves with are people that motivate us to be better in some kind of way. We're not all doing the same thing. I'm not in law enforcement, but I'm motivated by someone that is. So really look at your circle and be someone that's useful in your circle. Don't be useless. All right. So what else is going on with you before we get out of here today, Miss Gia?
Next weekend, I'm going to be at the Nothing But Black Flea, Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Mall. I'll be there next Saturday and this coming up Saturday and then the following Saturday before Christmas. I'll be doing those two things, and I'm working on something that's going to be dropping pretty soon. Well, it's two things, but something's going to drop really soon because y'all know, look out. I'll just tell you, something's going to be dropping on my birthday, and my birthday is coming up. If y'all don't know, my birthday is January. Y'all listening? January 1st, not December 31st, January 1st. It's my birthday. That's New Year's Day. See, I bring in the year with everybody. See, maybe that's why I'm so special. See, I bring it in with y'all. So no, I'm gonna be dropping something. Something's gonna be dropping January the 1st. So look out for that. And that's it. I'm just gonna be doing my thing, creating and hanging out,
Got it.
Drinking coffee, drinking, champagne, and looking forward to 2022. Because for me, 2022 is going to be the year to execute. I'll just say that it's going to be the year to execute. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to more of our podcast, growing our podcast. I'm looking forward to being able to share other people's dreams and things, stuff on our podcast. So you guys, if you got something and you want to advertise, we are open to advertise your product, your services, whatever you got. Get with Tonya. Again, see, I'm in my lane. Get with Tonya. Don't contact me because that's not my thing. You get with Tonya. You contact me if you want some stuff, some merchandise, some merchandise for your business, some printing work. Those are the kind of things you contact me for. You want some custom made jewelry, that's who you contact me. To get on the podcast and for advertising, you contact Tonya. That cute little lady right there. Contact her.
So listen, she's out of control, but I will say we are working on something big for her birthday. I also have a pretty dope drop 2022 also.
Yay.
New books coming up. I will have some ladies that are going to be a part of that. So stay tuned. Just stay connected. There's so much good stuff going on. If you miss the pod, you miss out. So stay connected. We always got good stuff coming up for you. And you know what? Next week, we actually have a pretty dope guest from Redondo Beach PD. A lady. I don't think we've had a lady yet.
No, we haven't.
We'll have two female officers.
All right. That's right. That's right.
It should be fun.
Bring them on.
Following the whole track of women empowering each other,
yes.
We're definitely going to have a nice, organic, hot conversation to kick off.
Oh, that's going to be good. Y'all need to tune in next week because you're going to have 3 women in law enforcement on the podcast, and we're probably going to be cutting up. And I hope we're going to be dishing everything, all things women and law enforcement.
Male bash it. No, I'm just kidding.
And
we don't do that.
But I'm sure we're going to be talking about, our careers in law enforcement and what our careers have been like. And I don't know, because I don't know who they are, you guys. Tonya knows, but they're probably young on the department, where as far as years. They're old. Okay, so because
It'll be fun.
Yeah, so so you'll get to hear from women, in law enforcement. You hear it from our own mouths and stuff like that, and hey, you might learn something. You might begin to like law enforcement again. Who knows?
So you guys tune in. Make sure you stay connected. My Morning Coffee or My Morning Coffee Drip on Instagram. Subscribe to the pod, and we will see you next week.